Hey friend, how's it going? Thomas Decker here from guitarrevolution.ca, and I'm here because I want to help you to become the best guitar player you can ever be, the best lead guitar player you can ever be. In this video here, I'm going to be talking about something very important because us as lead guitarists, as much as we want to be soloing, improvising, and making melodies and putting our sweetness out there, the truth is 90% of the time we're not going to be playing any solo. Let me fix my light here. Oh yeah, there we go. We're not going to be soloing. We're going to be playing chords. Yes, so a lead guitar player needs to be an amazing rhythm guitarist. So I'm going to teach you exactly what I did in the intro of this video here, because it's going to be a very useful tool for you to know how to connect chords with scales in a way that is easy. You saw I didn't move my hands too much. From transitioning from one chord to the other, it was very simple. It sounded great. Cut through the mix, right? I didn't need to have my volume like very high so I could cut through the mix. It was more in the background, but still adding the sweetness, right? The flavor of lead guitar playing. And I know this is something that we need to work as lead guitarists, because you just work so much learning scales and techniques and how to solo on this, how to solo on that. Then it comes for us to play at church or to play with our friends or to play songs with a band, and okay, we don't solo that much. So this is very, very important lesson for you. Before we jump in and I zoom in on my fretboard here, I want to also offer to you my best material I put out there for you to accelerate your lead guitar playing. So if you want to speed up your playing, your skills, and become a more complete lead guitar player, download my PDF. The link is right on the description of this video. It's completely free. And for 30 days, I'm going to be working on a plan with you where I have the specific skills that will make a difference, like a real difference on your playing in a very short time. For 30 days, you're going to have amazing results. So this is my invitation for you. Go ahead, download that, and let's work together in this 30 days, and you'll see the results you'll have. It's amazing. Again, this is one of the things that you will see on that PDF. And this lesson, it's crucial, okay? As lead guitarists, we need to improve our rhythm play and throw our sweetness of pentatonic licks and phrases and those notes to cut and make it more beautiful. So let's jump in here. Let me zoom in. Okay, so the root of that backing track you heard in the beginning I was playing is in the key of D. The chords are these. You have G. That's chord fourth. It's a major chord. It's the fourth chord of the key of D. And it goes to D, which is the first chord. If you count the notes D, E, F, G, you're going to see that G is the fourth. And that's going to be always major, okay? The fourth on the major key is always major. And then it goes to G again. And then it's B minor, which is the sixth. And then A, which is the fifth. The sixth is always minor. The fifth, it's always major. And back to fourth, that is G. And D. Then G. Then B minor. A. And then goes to E minor, which is the second of that root, of that key. E, D is the first, second is E, and the second is always minor. The third will be always minor as well. We don't have this on this example, but if it had, it would be a minor, okay? So the first is major, second minor, third minor, fourth major, fifth major, and the sixth is minor. Okay, that's as much as theory I'm gonna go in. Well, we don't want to play these chords here because chances are, in this case it is 100%, that the backing track or the other instruments are in this register here. Well, our favorite scale of all time is the pentatonic scale, right? This shape here. And we know it, it's a key of D major. We cannot play this starting with our finger 1, that's gonna be for a D minor. But if we start with our finger 4 over the root, over D, we have the D major pentatonic, right? And that's what we want. Well, here's the easiest way we're gonna find to solo, to create melodies, right? To attach the major scale to, and it's just very musical place. So let's put those chords right here. And this is gonna be a game changer for you as a player if you grasp this idea. The first chord that I have here, it's D, okay? It's key of D, and I'm gonna play like this. I'm gonna take this shape here, but I'm gonna just use these 3 notes, my finger 1. I can just play this, is sufficient. This is a D major, and it's inside the pentatonic. So right here, I can add my pinky, that's still D, and my pinky is on the B string. I can add my pinky on the B and E strings. Okay, this is D. I can play like this, or like this. To play G, I can just do a bar on D, G, B, and E strings and add my finger 2 right here on the B strings on the fret 8. This is G. And I can add my pinky where on the pentatonic, right? Sounds beautiful, is that right? So I'm just adding here the notes of the pentatonic over this. So G can be like this, and with my pinky, and I can add on the D string here too. This is also G, okay? I use it a lot just like this. For A, I usually just go like this, finger 1, 2, 1, 3, and 4. This is A, okay? And B minor is, I just do a mini version of this one, starting on the D string. Again, a bar finger 1. And my pentatonic is right there. Okay, so practice this. Get familiar with this. Chord 1, chord 4, chord 6, chord 5. In this case, D, G, B minor, A. And the E minor is right here. Right? In this case, we have an E minor there. And it's right here. Now I'm gonna play the backing track again using these chords, and pay attention. See what I'm doing. I'm gonna go a little beyond of just stationary chords. I'm gonna add a few things just as we go, like totally intuitive and improvising. But look at what you can do here, all right? Here we go. So that's first chord is G, D, back to G, right, and then B minor right here, and A, back to G. Add in the pentatonic notes. G, B minor. I'm just adding the pentatonic notes. Just throw a little phrase of pentatonic. D, B minor, A, E minor. Okay, here's changes a little bit. E minor, then goes to here, A. Now B, E minor, B and A. And G. There we go. So you see how cool that is? How sweet it sounds, right? I have delay. I have two delays going on here. Let me see what I'm going, because people are always asking me, what are you using? I'm just using my VST from my Logic Pro, actually. I don't have anything else but just stuff from Logic Pro, and I have that tone. But I have here echo, which is just a delay, and stereo delay that goes a little bit more dynamics, and of course reverb, a little bit of drive, not a lot of stuff. But you see how sweet it sounds. It sounds so like it fits perfectly, cutting through the mix, and easy to add the pentatonic some notes there, right? Now you don't need to do a lot like I did. I just tried to do very condensed and concise for the sake of time, and I just love to use that thing because it's much more creative than using those big chords that we use usually, right? Like a lot of times I see guys are great solo players and improvisers, but they come to play simple chords, simple stuff like that. They're playing D, G, A, B minor. Well, there is a room for that. There is a time for that. Or sometimes they're like D, G, power chords. Like seriously, are you a middle schooler? It's time to you know, like bring up your game, all right? Let's level up your game on the rhythm section, and that will make you a very desirable guitar to play with, because you will fit those notes. You're gonna fit those arrangements that we just did here. Gonna cut through the mix. It's not gonna clash against other instruments, and you're gonna add a few like spontaneous guitar lines that would just be beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I really hope you can implement this on your playing, because it is amazing. Can change your playing forever. And don't forget to download that plan, that 30-day lead guitar jumpstart guide. It will really make a difference in your playing. And I hope to see you in the next lesson. Thank you so much for spending this time here with me. Okay, see you then.